I got to spend some time playing the Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Gallopolis demo, which provides us a look at horse racing, combat, a full party, and a whole lot of fun cutscenes. Dragon Quest XI has been available in Japan since July of 2017, but not to worry, the Square Enix team has made the wait for an English release worth your while. This new release is filled with a whole bunch of new features, including voice acting. It's worth noting the Japanese release was entirely silent, as well as a dash button to help you get where you're going more quickly. I'm going to be honest, it took me a minute to get used to the look of the game. Dragon Quest XI is a beautifully rendered game, rich in detail, and quite realistic in some places, but pretty highly stylized in others. It was a bit jarring at first to see the cel-shaded characters against such a beautiful, realistic backdrop, but it didn't take me too long to get used to it. My initial fears were quickly forgotten. After a short cutscene, I found myself free to roam among a field full of familiar Dragon Quest monsters. Unlike in previous games, you can now swing your sword and do an attack before you enter combat. Doing so will damage the monsters and give you a combat advantage. There are also bells scattered throughout the overworld. Ringing one will summon a horse, which lets you gallop across the plains. Combined with that dash button, you can really move. If you hold down the dash button while riding, you don't actually enter combat. Instead, you actually punt those little monsters into the stratosphere. I suggest you try it. It's quite satisfying. Combat is everything we expect from a Dragon Quest game. There's a familiar first-person view as you enter combat, and you can either assign tactics or manually control your character's actions.
Did I do all right?
There's no shortage of side quests inside of Dragon Quest XI. It's also filled with the kind of quirky humor that originally attracted me to the series, and I was delighted to see the return of the infamous Puff Puff. After doing all the things you're pretty much required to do in a Dragon Quest game, including climbing down wells and jumping on other people's beds, we headed into the palace to help out the Prince of Gallopolis, and ended up in a circus, because, that's where most meetings are held. It was at this point that I pretty much forgot about the main quest because something amazing popped onto the screen.
Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other. Prepare yourselves for the Great Sylvando!
Sylvando totally stole the show, at least for me. This sassy, flashy, wandering performer not only saw right through the prince's crap, he also proved to be quite the challenge when racing on horseback, making him the one opponent that I really had to worry about during a horse racing minigame. I had a blast exploring the world of Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. The demo was filled with charm, humor, combat, quests, and a whole lot of challenges. In true Dragon Quest form, I not only found various mini-quests scattered throughout the world, but the main quest seemed to grow organically. And while my 1 hour of demo may not represent the entire game, I did not encounter a single fetch quest.
You are the one ones who make this show so special.
Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age will be releasing across Europe and North America on September 4th, 2018, only for the PlayStation 4. There's a Switch release coming, but we're not quite sure when yet. Check out the links below to learn more.